guys, Hail Mary meets everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. It's Sunday. It's the 11th. It's boring as hell. It's June. So just bought soda right now. I'm going to spend money on the food part. It's also very hot out there, and it's gonna be hotter for today and tomorrow at the peak of the day. So right now it's about 28 degrees, and with a peak high of 33, and same with tomorrow. So not a heck of a lot going on. So so we got the MLX board. We got the plug adapters. I made 2 of the cables, one for each computer, and I did find a copy of the official software unreleased in the original Lucent Media, which is on 3.5-inch floppy disks. Plus I have a copy of the WinSPM 7.14 from a non-official source for DOS. And I downloaded the WinSPM version 9 from Avaya, which took over Lucent, so it takes care of that. So, okay, so now we sort of know where we are. So the first thing now we have to do is twofold. One, how are we going to do this demo? Well, I mean, I want to show you the screen. I really do. I can plug in using the VGA adapter, which is the same one I use for the Raspberry Pi to do things. I can show you the screen that way for DOS and the Windows app. But that means I have to run a cable into the other room, and then I have to realize that to shoot the introduction is I have to be shooting that in another camera. 364 HDD demo, because that's exactly the same process. I'll go and do that. Real pain in the butt skis. If you ever imagine how much aggravation that is to do that. I could just use my phone like I now do and just show you pictures of the screen. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. A little bit less time consuming the setup. So anyway, I did have a chance to kind of preview the software. I couldn't actually do anything with it yet. I had a chance to look at the DOS SPM program. And not surprisingly enough, the DOS SPM is a little bit... The screen is a little cluttered because they're trying to show you all the shortcode cuts and all the virtual keys on the MLX 20L phone, which I have a link getting next month. Relatively cheap. So that's next month. So for now, we're gonna have to deal with stuff for this month. Okay. You could always, always redo parts of the shots if necessary. Since most of the work, anyway, I'm going to be pretty much flying by the seat of my pants, if you will, that day, because I will not have actually had a chance to test the software in advance. I'm going to try to test it in advance. Okay? To make sure everything's working, because it's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, Diet Coke is good. Now, I also found 2 more things. and in my house, I knew I had them, but I kind of forgot I had them. I found my gusset exposure meter. Yay! And it works still. That's good. So, I'll set to play around with that, but they've been testing it, comparing it with the relatively exposure guidelines that are often given, and it works fine. So, and I found a Hoya 80A color correcting filter for using daylight film on this photo floods of 3200 degree Kelvin. Now, I don't have photo floods, okay? I have 300 watt incandescent light bulbs, but they're not photo floods, okay? The color temperature is a little lower, but it's still going to make a better shot of a picture than if I was using it with no photo flood filter at all. So I'm going to give that a try. I also have a filter that we use sometimes with our in-house studio camera when we have the camera set for a white balance for the incandescence to adjust it for daylight. It's called an 85A filter. And the 85A filter's job is to bring lighting under it. Photo floods in tungsten-based film up to the color white balance for daylight. So in other words, it goes the opposite. So the 80A filter allows you to use daylight film under tungsten lighting, and you see it's a very deep blue filter. And the 85A filter does the reverse. It lets you use tungsten balanced film under daylight. Science still makes a color negative film for both. Now, I don't know if much about the science still, where they got the materials to make the film. If they're using a motion picture film, did they get rid of the ramjet stuff on the back? Because if they didn't, sending that to your favorite C41 lab would be a bloody nightmare. You see, motion picture color film has what they call ramjet. Ramjet is spelled R-E-M-J-E-T. Its whole idea is it's in a motion kind of lubricant on the back, so that it's going through a movie camera and helps prevent static and binding of the camera, and possibly making the film not flow smoothly. The problem is that ramjet does not exist on 35mm still film because they don't need it, because most cameras are not running at the same speed of 25 frames per second, where if you ever seen how fast it goes through a 35mm movie camera, the speed won't be enough to make you basically lose your lunch how quick it goes through that camera. It's like a friggin' buzzsaw. That's the reason they put something called ramjet on the back of the film, to help lubricate the pathway so that the film moves smoother in the movie camera. During the processing, the professional studio processing for full movie film removes the ramjet and then process it. In this case, it will go through a standard C41 process. But the ramjet's a problem, because if you don't remove that ramjet stuff, what's going to happen is it's going to cause all kinds of mess to the chemistry of the photo lab, and they're not going to like you very much. It won't necessarily damage your equipment, but it sure will make a bloody mess of their chemistry, and C41 chemistry in the lab is pretty expensive, so they're not going to want to appreciate you contaminating the chemistry with unnecessary stuff. So a lot of times the company's saying, especially the film project say, is to process this film at home in your own C41 chemistry, or to, because you gotta get rid of the ramjet first. That's great if you've got a home darkroom set up right now where you can develop your film. I haven't got that set up yet. This phone system project came up first and totally screwed me up. Oh, that's life, get used to it. It's not permanent anyway. So anyway, the deal is we're gonna get that. I still want to get the MLX20L foam to complete the set, but that's gonna have to be until next month. So hopefully the SPM and the WinSPM software will do the job just fine, and we'll be able to finish initializing and getting the stuff working. And I also realized I got a 3.5-inch floppy drive on both computers that needs to be seriously cleaned out. I mean, it's not working. It works poorly. I think the fine rails inside have gotten kind of full of crud and grease and everything else, old grease and lubricants. Gotta clean that up. Gotta clean the heads out. I gotta pull out the dust. I can do that today. It's no big deal. I'll get that done today. Because you're right, I'm gonna need that anyway to install the official Lucent DOS SPM software, which is on 3.5-inch floppy disks, and versus the version SPM I have now, which is technically newer, but because it's not the official discs of SPM, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, this may not be so good, so, yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can try to get that working. Otherwise, maybe I can drop the new upgrade on top of the old upgrade, and it'll still support the software and the proper setup and configuration and all that. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, cleaning the floppy drive, since the computer's already open anyway, it's just a matter of basically just taking out 4 screws, slide out the floppy drives, and clean that one. The same thing with the Linux box, which has a floppy drive that doesn't work either. So I'll have to work on that also. Alright guys, for now I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I know it went a lot longer than I planned it on, but as far as the other things, the exposure meter demo, sure, why not? We'll get that in. Dory's little Instamatic camera, the Nikon 210 AF, yeah, we'll get that in too. It'll be relatively simple. Actually, I'll let Dory do the demo as an end user, and of course I'll do the demo on the technical level too, so you get a chance to see both. This week, probably on either Friday or Saturday, we will have our demo and configuration party for the Merlin Legend version release 7 for our phone system, and so we'll see how that goes. And last thing, please stop calling my damn number asking me to order pizzas. This is not a pizza restaurant. People keep calling me asking me a damn pizza. I don't even know how in the hell anybody ever came up with the concept that I ran a pizza restaurant. I don't, okay? I told you that over and over again. So, I'm sorry if I got a little bit hot under the collar last night, but whoever's calling me is, you have been told over and over again, you obviously have not been listening to anybody. And besides, no one is going to be serving you pizza at 2:35 in the morning anyway. So, you know, why don't you call people during the civil hours, you know, between, say 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. I'll talk to you during most civil times, but I don't make pizza, okay? So, that's not going to happen. You have to work on that? No, I just did a lot. You mean the live stream? Yeah. I guess you could. Well, right now, let's get this video out. Alright, so thanks very much, guys, for watching this. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.